This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe, and let's get right into the news. All right, so Ja Rule is now claiming that he makes more money than 50 Cent. He says everyone's saying go to a Ja Rule concert, but in the meantime, I'm making six figures on tour. I mean, bro, stop. You're not making six figures a night on tour. It's not happening. I'm sorry. It's most likely not happening. You know, Ja Rule doesn't get that much of an audience, which is kind of weird because, and I do think he makes money. I think he makes like 50,000, maybe 70, not 100 or not 200, because he's a legacy act at this point. So he's going on tour with like 10 other people. He's not the main person. And it's kind of funny because he did have a lot of hit records, but you know, it's just that's how things go, you know? It's like it's how hot you are at the moment. But he still gets 8.7 million monthly listeners. I mean, Ja Rule's far from, you know, out the picture, you know. Then we got YNW Melly. So the judge in the YNW Melly case, double murder case, has ruled that the rapper's retrial will commence September 10th amid investigation into Melly's defense attorney. Melly's defense attorney is in big trouble. Let's see. So, legal controversy such as denials of bond. Let's see. So his lawyer, I forget what it was. She was. Rapper's defense attorney Raven Liberty has reportedly facing 18-month investigation, alleging possible witness tampering. Although no criminal charges have emerged in the press time. Information about this investigation remains tight secret given in its ongoing nature. So we'll see what happens. And he'll finally get his day in court again. Nicki Minaj alerts the FBI of alleged threats of Macwop of TDE. He did go a little too crazy. He was talking about, oh, she wants to get put in the blender like the boy. And then he was making like little subtle threats against her. Which is like, dude, this isn't even your beef, bro. Like, just because you're on TDE doesn't mean first of all, this has to do with women. So you just stay out of it.
Yo, what's going on, bruh? Oh, my God. Update me. This internet shit crazy. Yo, blood. Hey, Nicki, relax. Or you get put in the blender like your boy did. Uh-oh. Oh. She gotta relax. Yo, what's...
Anyways, Nicki puts out some text saying, yo, Macwalk, you could have easily arranged to shoot the fade with a man, or else you BITCH made. Talk ish then, hide behind the police. Why you ain't privately drop your low? I want this man locked up before I feel safe to leave my home for work. Then she says, at Rep Luna, this man has publicly threatened me. I've notified the FBI and CIA. I want this thug locked up. I'm ready to talk about everything these people have done to me. Lock him up, she says. Macwop says, Nicki Minaj, make every other female rapper look like trash. Then he says, now in prison doing the WAP. Thank you. Oh, yeah. Rep Luna says, please text my cell. I'll forward the law enforcement immediately. Threats of violence and assassinations should take very place seriously. Hope you're okay. We'll talk soon, Nicki. She says, thank you. Yeah, he messed up. This is what happens when you just start jumping in things for clout. Memphis Bleak and Beanie Siegel went to Miami to record an album, but came back with no songs done. Yeah, they wasted $300,000. Now, what's funny about this, because Memphis Bleak said, I didn't bring any of my artists, but Beanie Siegel brought Freeway. When did Memphis Bleak have artists on Rockafella Records? February 1st, okay? Never. He was Jay-Z's artist. Now, Freeway put a lot of work in that studio, and they came back with 2 hit songs. While all Memphis Bleak and Beanie Siegel did was party. This is why Freeway is where he's at, because he works hard. He's always dropping albums, always doing something, staying busy. And this is why Memphis Bleak is handed a podcast. He's doing this for now. We'll see how long this goes. But he's done nothing for 20 years. Beanie Siegel, kind of same story. I see him the most when he's with Freeway. Freeway motivates people to work. It's just the facts. Freeway's a good person, too. But Beanie Siegel, I think he's going to get back to work more now that his voice was messed up. I don't know, man. Beanie Siegel's always been wild, bro. I'm going to be honest. I think he's kind of like the Pac of Philly or something, not compared to Pac, but he just does, not can't really compare him to Pac in that sense, because Pac was a workaholic. We got a DMX of Philly, maybe? I don't know. He's just crazy, He just, does whatever he wants. Beanie Siegel's Beanie Siegel. DJ Vlad says, Nicki Minaj is the definition of money can't buy you happiness. Then Major says, what if someone owed you $200 million? Vlad says, there is no evidence that Jay-Z owes Nicki Minaj $200 million. That's an AI overview. Listen, it might not be $200 million, but it's definitely $20 million if you do the math, okay? If you do the math on when the company was worth $650 million, right? And if you did exit at that point, but then he let the company, she's just well, let's see. They pulled a move on her where you have to sign this and you get this. Vlad wouldn't have signed that himself, right? He probably would have wanted, since Jay-Z did a sweetheart deal for Jack Dorsey to get on the board of Square, which is really Block, right? Block, which owns Cash App, Square, and some other, owns Tidal. That's a great deal for Jay-Z to get on it, but how does that benefit Nicki Minaj? So she probably wanted maximum value. So give me the valuation at $650 million before you drove it into the ground. She would have a point there, because she could have sold them, but she didn't. So Joel said, well, if there was no terms for the sale, but we'll see. Joel Santana drops new ICFM bag. Bro, who's going to tell Joel's to grow up, bro? You're dressing. Yeah, I've never seen someone go from 30 to 12. Joel's has recorded all of this music, all these music videos we've seen him record for the past 2 years. Nothing dropped. Not one thing. What is he doing? I know this is his cannabis company, but dude, that bag is weird, bro. And you're wearing it on your front. Then we got Kurt Cobain lets people know that he was been in a bad deal when his record blew up what was that, 14 years ago, right? He says, the only money I was making was the money I was performing, but while someone else sat back and made all the money. It's the case of a lot of record deals, but I understand the frustration. Plus, I think it was even worse for him because he was signed to a company that was signed to a company, So it was that's always a sad story when people get taken advantage of. I hate hearing that. Aki, the bodega chopped cheese guy, or he's not chopped cheese, but he's just sandwich guy. $22 for the Aki Way sandwich? What's this guy on, man? $22. Most it's worth is $10, bro. Like, come on. At a deli? Nah. When I was never would have paid that much, dude. Then we got Ice Spice. She was supposed to be on what streamer is this, man? This guy's a pretty big streamer. Oh, Roud.
Ice Spice was going.
I haven't really heard a lot of his streams, so I'm not gonna care. But Roud is not a small streamer; he's big. He was supposed to come on the stream. Oh no, I'm sorry. Ice Spice was supposed to come on the stream, and they asked him for, do you guys be paying for the stream? He says, nah. Then she said that they say, well, we need at least $33,000 for glam. You weren't even gonna get $33,000 to be on it for glam. How much does hair and makeup cost? $1,000 or $2,000. They should have just said, and then they need trucks and all this. It could have been maybe $3,000, but come on, $33,000, dude. They tried it, and now they're getting exposed. This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. Oh yeah, Tusi. He's dropping another song, even though he said he was going to retire if he didn't sell that many. This is why you don't say you're going to retire if you don't sell this amount of records. Yeah, so that happened. But anyways, this is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. I'll check you guys in the next one. Peace.